So this is where the fun starts. It's the high gain, dirty amp syndrome. It's the stuff you want to know about, really. What to look for in a high gain amp or an amp with lots of distortion? Well, in my experience, and you can take it or leave it, but I find that a lot of high gain amps compress the front of a note. So what I mean is when you pluck the note, you lose the front end of it. When using a high gain amp, you've got to check the sound is still there at the front of the note. And I'll give you an example. There's loads of sustain here, but you'll be able to hear the attack of the note. So if I go... You can hear as I pick the note, it's still there. What I found with some amps that I've tried, and I've sold them quite quickly, is that when playing fast at high volumes, if there's too much gain on an amp and it's just they haven't quite got it right, it'll mush up, it'll compress the front of the note, and that's what you don't want with an amp. That's why I like these old 5150s. They're kind of chunky, but with a lot of attack. Another thing to think about, I mean, this does affect your... I know it sounds a bit like an anorak, but it does affect your sound a lot, is the plectrum you use. I use these tiny little, insignificant little things, either by Fender or Gibson, but the main thing I need is the heavy gauge. I find that some players, or some people I've taught, they use little, flimsy little bits of plastic, which are no good at all to anybody. You need to have no give or very little give in the plectrum, so you can get those harmonic. You wouldn't be able to get those harmonics unless you had quite a stiff plectrum. Another thing that will show your sound up is the cables you use. Good quality cables, you need good quality cables, especially when using high gain amps, because that affects your sound a lot. So don't spare any money when buying good cables. I'm going to do a track now with the high gain sound. This is the last few tracks I'm going to do are all going to be the distortion from the amp. Hopefully I'm going to try and control it solely from my volume pot on the various guitars I'm going to use. That is an art form in itself. You just need to have done a lot of work in front of loud amps to sort of kind of get the control of the guitar. I can still kind of control how much gain I want from the guitar. So as I turn it up, and full up. So a lot of control from this guitar. This guitar does scream. It's just a very sustained kind of resonant guitar. As I said, that's what you're looking for acoustically with an electric guitar. A guitar that the pickups don't have to work too hard. The next song I'm going to try and play is using all these hidden harmonics, which you'll find if you look with the high gain sound. The hidden harmonics that are around about this area. I'll just quickly run through. You can kind of get these sort of artificial scales. So it's a bit hit or miss at the moment. So I'll try and play a song using those.